Hi, we joined. How are you? How do I see my. Hi, people. How do I see when someone joins? Let's see. Hi, Muhammad. Looking for a hug. You won't find it here, I'm sorry. You would not find it here. Hi, Muhammad. How are you? Where are you watching from? Hi, Muhammad. Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? That's odd. I need to add something. Hi. Hi, Carlos. You're from New York. Okay, so I am in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. That's where I'm based presently. So, how is New York this morning? I just came on live to say hi to my subscribers, to new followers, because it's been a while I've not been on YouTube and I just decided to come on here today. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, so yeah, the weather is much better. I've never been to New York before, so I can only imagine, okay? Because I've always been in the United Arab Emirates. Yeah, all right. I guess you're nice meeting you here. I guess you're talking about it's getting to springtime, so the winter is almost fading, right? Oh, yes. Okay. All right. All right, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah. So what's going on? How is life? Now, what motivated me to start live streaming? I've been away from YouTube for some time, so I just decided to do a surprise today. Oh, okay, you're just scrolling. Yeah, okay. So I just decided to do um live streaming today to talk to my subscribers because I have probably 2,000 subscribers. So I was just like, okay, let me come on here to talk to my subscribers because I'm trying to do a test because I'll be doing live sessions regularly with some other people. So this is just like a test. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's nice. What has been my biggest challenge with live streaming? Nothing. I've not had any challenge with live streaming because mostly I do live streaming on TikTok. Right. So live streaming on TikTok is pretty good because it gets constant engagement. But live streaming on Facebook it takes a while. It takes time for people to have that engagement. So I'm just trying YouTube now too as well. So probably there are two people on my life now. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just a step at a time. Yeah. So for me, it's not a challenge because everybody has their fate. So for me, I cannot classify that as a challenge. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just here because I'm also an author. I write books and So I'm just here going through one of my books that I finished writing. So I'm just trying to correct. So that's why my attention is splitted. So sometimes I'm looking at the screen and sometimes I'm on my laptop. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not interrupting. You're not. You're not interrupting at all. So yeah, you're not. You're not interrupted because I'm a very good multitask. I'm very good at correct. I'm very good at multitasking, so definitely, um, yeah, actually going to see me here and there. Yeah, yeah. So if you have any questions, you can ask. I'm here to answer. Yeah. So basically, I live in the United Arab Emirates. I am a 9 to 5 employee, and just curious, how do you deal with the pressure publishing, editing, and YouTube videos content? I do all myself. I do all. I do all. It's not. How would I put it? I'm not pressured because I really do take my time. When I'm talking about writing, it's not something that I do it like I take my time to write. Yeah. So I've been writing for many years. Right. So I've been writing for many years. So I was not pressured about that. I was just doing it one step at a time. Where I was actually pressured was doing YouTube because YouTube, I film all the interviews you see on my YouTube channel. I film them myself. Then I have to sit down, I have to edit. There was just a lot that I had to do with social media. Yeah, for yeah, so it's a lot. Where I had the pressure was on social media, trying to edit and film the videos and edit. So that's why, yeah. And so for publishing, it's not difficult, right? Because you just have to write and probably because I know how to do everything. I know how to make my pages for of my book, and I know how to make my book cover too as well. So I go to Amazon Kindle and put it there, right? It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science, it's easy, yeah. So I'm not really pressured. The only thing that gave me so much pressure was social media, like YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. They gave me so much pressure because I just wanted to have the numbers and the numbers were not coming, so it can easily make you to it can easily make you to how do they call it? To get discouraged. Yeah, but I just had to keep on going and I forgot about the numbers. I was doing it now for the passion of it and to educate others, not about the numbers. Because if it were about the numbers, I would have left it long time ago. Yeah. Always feel comfortable being on camera. I, first of all, I would say I used to be a very shy person, or I'm a very shy lady. I'm a very shy lady, honestly. However, if I want to get something done, I get it done. I am not, I don't care about what's going to come. Even though I'm shy, I'm laid back, I'm an introvert. If I actually want to get it done, I put my hands on deck and get it done. That's just me. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So that's what I do. Interesting perspective, amazing. My respects. Okay, thank you, thank you. What content do I enjoy creating? I really love like day in my life, but I've never had to sit down to create a day in my life. I've done that once. I really like day in my life. However, it's so difficult to do day in your life when you're just alone because I'm alone. So keeping those cameras and angles that really matter is so difficult. I've done day in my life only once, and it was so stressful putting all those images and putting all those, like, to put it together is crazy, but it's really interesting when you put it together. Yeah, so it was really a nice one. I like creating day in my life, and the easiest content is podcasts. Okay. Podcasts or probably interviews when you I have to invite people and ask them questions. Yes, it's easier. It's easier. Yeah, because first of all, it's easier to edit. Yeah, so for me, I love creating day in my life, even though I have just one of that, and also the interview questions or the interview videos because it's easier to edit. Yeah. What kind of content? Okay, I've already answered that. What inspired you to start writing? Okay. Life inspired me to start writing. I had a lot of experience when I came to the UAE. I had a lot of experience, and I was like, let me start putting it in writing. So that's what inspired me to start writing because I have lots and lots of experience, and I was like, I can put this down, okay, or probably write it down, and it's definitely going to help some other people. So I've written books. I've written books actually. Like I have three books published. I have this one, which is like Tales They Don't Post on LinkedIn. So this is much more about my corporate experiences in the Gulf. Tales They Don't Post on LinkedIn. This one is probably a very big book. And this one is Dear Dreamer, The Truth About Starting Over in a Foreign Land. This is probably about migration for those who are looking forward to leaving the shores of their homelands, looking for a better life. Yeah, and I have there's some other one which is published already, but I don't have it here. Um, I titled it Men in Heels. Yeah, I titled it Men in Heels. Yeah, it's an amazing it's all about my experience, all about my experience. Yeah, so life has been crazy and I just decided to put it in writing. I'm privileged to meet a writer. Okay, that's wonderful to know. That's wonderful to know. That's wonderful to know. Yeah. Who, oh, okay. So this is a very interesting question. First of all, I don't have a particular style of writing. Yeah, I don't have a particular style of writing. That is why when I wrote the book, this one, and I published and I gave it out to some influencers in the UAE, some African influencers. I got some little batch because they were just like, we, it was one person. And she was just like, I don't get to understand the genre, your writing style, because sometimes it sounds prose, sometimes it sounds poetry, sometimes it sounds drama. So I just told her I'm not that one writer that follows one particular format because I'm writing from my experience, and there is this Swedish Beaters way when you're writing from your experience. And so if you are a reader who is geared to a particular genre of English literature, you'll find my book a little bit funny. Yeah, because I don't have a particular way of writing. I term myself a hybrid writer because when I am trying to, so my books actually have prose in it, especially when I'm trying to write something intense. Yeah, and sometimes it feels like it's poetry. Yeah, especially when I'm, because I'm much more in tune to writing SSS, like short simple sentences. So my book, I want to make my book very easy for comprehension, so sometimes you will not find it like so intense or you need a dictionary to start referring words. No, so it, my book, for me, my writing style is hybrid. I, because I'm writing from my experience, so I just, it's a melange of nearly all the genre of English literature. So sometimes you feel like, okay, this is poetry, and then sometimes when I'm trying to explain something that is deep, it sounds prose. Then sometimes it's just going to be like short, like drama. So it's a melange of some of the genre of English literature. What, I am an African, so mostly I am embedded or drawn to my African writers. I love Wole Soyinka. I love Chinua Achebe. That's one book I've written. I've no, one book I've read too as well. There's also another lady. I've forgotten her name, by the way. If I remember, I'm going to send it out. Um, And then I love Shakespeare. Um, Shakespeare is British. Who else? Who else? Richard Wright. Yeah. There are some other people that I've read and I've forgotten their names, honestly. Yeah. But for my writing style, I don't have a particular writing style because I just write as my heart leads. If it's something that hurts me, probably you're going to see intense prose. If it's something that was like giving me chills, maybe you're going to see reflective prose. If it's something that was so funny, maybe you're going to see drama because I'm trying to give every person that was involved um, a, um, um, their own space in my book. So that's basically it. I don't really have a style, and yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. What is your current writing project about? I don't like to give out my information beforehand. I'm sorry. I don't. Honestly, I'm not, let me not say I'm not secretive, but I just think I need to just keep it inside and give it out when it's right. So for now, I would not want to say it out. I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's something very interesting. It's something very interesting. Yeah, it's something very interesting. And one crazy thing about me is I write different things. I write different things at the same time. So it's not like I have one particular book I'm focused on. I have different books that are halfway. When I feel like, okay, today I'm motivated to write this, I go into their own folder and probably update, maybe write 5 pages and so on. And the next day, if I think probably I am motivated to write the order, I go into the order and I write. So that's basically how I do it. It's not like I have a particular, yeah, way of writing now. No, no, no. Yeah. Might choose. Yeah. So basically, that's What message or theme do you most enjoy exploring in your stories? Okay. Life realities, because life is probably a bitch, all right? So mostly it's life realities, real life experiences. And then the second one is about work. That is why I have this one. That is why I have this one. Tales they don't post on LinkedIn. The second one is work, and the next one is migration, because we are in the world right now where people are moving from point A to point B, trying to find better life. So that is the three theme that I'm apparently working on. Yes, life realities, migration, and probably work. Yeah, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, all right. So I can read a part of this book, so that you get to understand what is inside the book. I'll read a part of it. So the title of the book is Tales That Don't Post on LinkedIn. Tales That Don't Post on LinkedIn. The subtitle is From First Days to Final Warnings, The Hidden Side of Corporate Life in the Gulf. Because I've been in the Gulf, I've worked in the Gulf, and many people are anticipating getting to the Gulf, because the Gulf is where most people apparently pick up very big checks per se. Yeah, so when I'm talking about the Gulf, I'm talking about the Greater Gulf, because I know for sure that the Gulf is everywhere, but there is a Greater Gulf. What I mean by that is I'm talking about the UAE. I'm talking about the UAE, Saudi, Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Iraq. So that's basically the Greater Gulf. That is what I'm talking about, because I'm currently in the United Arab Emirates. Okay, so I'm going to read a part of the book since we are three of us here, or probably two. I'm going to read a part of the book so you definitely get to understand what the book is all about. And because the book comes with this particular book is apparently 35 chapters. 35 chapters, 7 parts. That every part has 5 chapters. So 35 chapters, 7 parts. And it comes with a preface, a prologue, and an introduction before we dive into the first part and the first chapter. So that's basically how sometimes I write my book. Um, yeah. So, which character you created do you feel it's the most complex or interesting? I have not, when you talk about the characters that I create, I don't write fiction. I don't write fiction. I write non-fiction. So most of my books are memoirs. They're real life experiences. I told you that I've been through a lot of things, or life has given me very good lemons. So definitely I have to put it down in writing. So I've not created anything, imagining anything and written. No, no, I don't do fiction. I'm sorry, I do non-fiction. So most of my book is real life stories. It's not imaginative. I, I really applaud those who do imaginative writing, because it's hard. It will be hard for me to do imaginative writing, but I'm really, really, I really applaud those who do that. Right, so I'll read a part of the book so you guys would definitely understand, or you understand what the book is all about. It's just a little bit of it. I'm just going to read, and I'm sure my reading skills is up to date. All right, so this is taken from the preface. It's a part of the preface, yeah. So this book isn't a collection of sugar-coated affirmations. It's a record, a clear, steady record of what corporate golf life feels like when stepping into a space where belonging is selective and identity is treated like a resume you never submitted. Inside these chapters are managers who disguise sabotage as supervisions, team that values silence more than brilliant ideas, colleagues who smiled at 10 a.m. and filed reports at 10:30, office where tribes determine everything from recognitions to terminations, interview panels discussing roles that never existed, HR departments that are trained to shield the system, not the employees, job offers that appeared without explanation, cultures preaching we are family until the moment a question is asked, employees will drag personal frustrations into the office and unload them on whoever is easiest to wound, and yet scattered in the chaos were a few humans, rare and sincere, who offered genuine support in a system designed to reward selective belonging. Their moments are recorded here too. Some stories in the book will frustrate, some will stink, some will trigger memories long buried, some will explain feelings that have never been fully articulated. But every part is exact, not exaggerated, experienced, not imagined, lived, and not borrowed. For everyone who has ever sat in an office bedroom trying not to cry, worked twice as hard for half the respect, being terminated without explanation, feel isolated because of identity, watch clique arise while remaining unseen, being punished for competence, survive a workplace that chipped at the mind, wondered if the problem was self or the system, walk home looking composed but collapse emotionally inside the house. This book will not surprise you. It will simply speak what you already know. Corporate golf isn't one thing. It is a cocktail of ambition, tribal royalty, favoritism, politics, unspoken boundaries, and selective inclusion. This book won't fix the system. It will expose it clearly, calmly, and unapologetically. This isn't written for sympathy or for performance or for revenge. Silence will have been the greatest weakness. What happened? The interviews, the betrayals, the setups, the warnings, the click determinations didn't break anything. They clarified everything. And this book is because of that clarity. Sit, turn the page, walk into these offices, polished outside, unpredictable inside. This is the part they don't post on LinkedIn, but it will be posted here. Raw, unfiltered, exactly the way it unfolded. Let's begin. Yeah, so that's what is inside this book. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, so that's what is written in the book. It's an amazing book. It's a very good read. For those that are looking forward coming to the Gulf and those that are already in the Gulf. Yeah, and probably it's a melange because the way I wrote the book, there were sections where I did not really talk about it. It was like corporate is a whole tribe on its own. Yeah, so there were parts where I focused globally because there were aspects in corporate that is not only about the Gulf region, it's about corporate in general. So I was specific about corporate Gulf. However, there were certain things that I made it universal, right? Yeah, and the book ends with 35 questions and solution on how to maneuver some corporate incidents. Yeah, so that's what the book is all about. Yeah. Yeah. So I have 6 more minutes here. I just plan to be only 1 hour. So if you have more questions, you can ask before we go. Before we go. Yeah. I'm just curious, what does a normal writing day look like for you? It's normal. As I said earlier, I don't know if you got me. I said I don't write one thing at a time. Like right now, I have like one, two, three different books I'm writing. So some days I don't even open the folders, right? Some days I don't open the folder. Some days I do, right? So some days I'm just like, okay, let me concentrate on this book. Probably I remember something, or there's something I need to add. There's something that is actually going to make it to be an award-winning book, and then I'll go to this other book and write. Then the next day, I could lose interest in writing that particular book, and I move to the other one. So I don't write one thing. Yeah, I just write randomly different things at the same time. Yeah, because most of it is from my experience, so it's easy to maneuver it like that. Yeah, yeah, so it's easy, it's very easy to maneuver it like that. So, thank you so much, Carlos NYC. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming and staying this long because it's not easy. Thank you so much for your questions too as well. Thank you. You're welcome. I have how many more minutes? I have 3 more minutes here. Take care. You take care. Bye. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to take my leave now, even though it's like 3 minutes more, probably 2 minutes. Bye.